After you put all the parts on your bike, make sure that you place it on an even and stable, flat ground, and also make sure that the 4 feet have contact to the ground. After you make sure that this is so, just give a little bit of support by screwing it and making this feet also have contact. Now we come to the actual purpose of the Fit Bike. The purpose of the Fit Bike is to be able to image and copy any geometry of any bike brand, be it Specialized, Giant, Cube, whatever. To be able to copy this geometry and put a rider on it and see if it really fits to the rider perfectly as we think it does. We have a professional cyclist here, and just from a catalog, we're thinking about what size could fit best to the rider, and now we're going to show you how to copy this geometry on the Fit Bike. Today we have a Taiwanese professional cyclist here, and he showed us a frame in a catalog that he would like to try, and we are going to show you how to transfer the size of the frame on the Fit Bike. The first measure you will transfer from the size chart into the real Fit Bike will be the head angle. And you just check in your chart, and the first thing you will have to do is you loosen the screws here and open the skewer here. By turning this lever, you will see that you can adjust the head angle. And by attaching the angle meter here, you will be able to adjust it. After finding the right angle, tighten the screws properly, and close the skewer. Accordingly, you will do the same actions for the seat tube angle. Again, open the nuts, open the skewer, take the angle meter on the seat tube, tighten the nuts, and close the skewer. The next measure that we're going to transfer is the top tube. To make sure that the top tube can be measured correctly, open the skewers and attach the angle meter onto the top tube and make sure that it's aligned absolutely horizontal. After that, you can adjust the length by opening skewers and using a threaded rod to go to the length. So right now we're going to adjust it to 530. When you're finished, close the skewers and the geometry of your bike is fixed. The next measure you need to know is the head tube length. To adjust the head tube length, just open the skewer here, open the skewer here, and then just lift the bar until you find your correct head tube length on the scale. Tighten the skewers. The next step will be the top tube. To make sure that you can measure the top tube correctly, you need to align it horizontally. For this, simply open the skewers here, attach your anemometer onto the top tube, and set it to 0 or 180 degrees. And tighten the skewers. To adjust the length of the top tube, just open the skewers here and here, check in your size chart, and adjust with the threaded bar the length and read it from here. After setting it correctly, 530 millimeters in this example, just close the skewers, and your bike geometry is fixed. To simulate the correct stem length and height, you need to have 2 dimensions, which you get from a size chart in our manual. So in our example, our professional rider prefers to ride this stem size on this frame, and if you have a look in the size chart, at 6 degrees and a length of 110, you will find these 2 measurements, and this is one you have to adjust, and the next one will be H. The dimension, or the exact value of H you will get by adding your spaces that you use plus the height of your upper stack and add it up, and you will get this dimension. So these 2 you will apply on the bike to adjust the stem. So the first value and dimension L, which is 109.4 millimeters in our case, you adjust by just loosening this lever and align the small arrow at the right spot. The next dimension, H, which is 56.5 in our example, you will adjust by just loosening this lever, and you can see on the scale here, adjusted to 56.5. And then if you find out that the space is not enough to tighten the levers, you can just pull them out, and the spring preload will let them flip back every 90 degrees, so you can adjust any position you need. To customize the length of your crank arm, you just need a 6mm Allen key, loosen the blue bolts, and then you can adjust it from 160 to 180 millimeters, and you will see on a scale, if you align the blue arrow and the lines to be at the correct length. So now we finished the geometry and the test rider can try if it fits. So we showed you how to customize the fit bike to a specific geometry, and if you want to have more information about that, just go to www.exostar.com.